Mexico, South America, Southeast Asia, or anywhere else around the world. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Thank you for tuning in. This channel is dedicated to sharing you the spiritual wisdom and human warmth found in the words of Chinese author Xuemo. So no matter where you are joining from, I hope you can feel a sense of peace, inspiration, and connection in this little corner of internet. So let's talk about who is Mr. Xuemo. Mr. Xuemo is one of the most prolific and inspiring authors from Western China. His story, rich Eastern wisdom and universal human emotions, offering readers around the world deep insight and timeless inspiration. So if you love meaningful story, profound thoughts, and beautifully written books, you're absolutely in the right place. Reading is not only about getting knowledge, it's a way to nourish the soul, to remember who we are, and to discover peace and clarity. So don't just scroll past, my friend. Hit the follow button and subscribe our channel and stay with us. We go live different times every day, bringing you fun stories, inspiring talks, and good vibes. This is a space full of warmth, positivity, and love. So make yourself a comment right here. And give us a like and drop a comment below if you have any questions. Yeah. Let's spend a wonderful time together right here. Yeah. Today, I'm going to show you a life-saving book written by Chinese author Xuemo. The word is The Reflection of the Mind. This book started out as a way to help our author Xuemo's son get through the mental crisis. Our author Xuemo said, "My son was felt that life was meaningless and got stuck in anxiety and pain. To help him, I told him a real opponent isn't the outside world. It is our own mind." Hi, Jensen. Nice to meet you. Okay, nice to meet you, Jensen. So our author Xuemo told his son, our real opponent isn't the outside world. It is our own mind. What we need to conquer most are the desires, greed, ignorance, and hatred is very deep inside us. From a personal crisis to a universal calling, this realization inspires Xuemo to write a series of cultural works over the next decades and more, including the true heart, literary spirit, beyond emptiness, Buddha's wisdom, Lao's inner thoughts, and Xuemo's wisdom courses, and so on. These books draw across with people anywhere, as our author Xuemo put in. Hi, my friend Jensen. Nice to meet you. So how's anything? Today is raining day. Today is raining, so the weather becomes so cool today. Okay. So how is the weather in your country? Okay, Jensen. Yeah. So our author Xuemo said, the beginning. What do you mean there? For rain. Okay. Hi, Kuranan. Nice to meet you. They also missing. You're missing what? You're missing what? So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay. The book is about our author Xuemo. Okay. Written by Chinese author Xuemo. Yeah. Thank you so much, Karina. Okay. Let's continue to talk about this book. Our author Xuemo said that my son's suffering is the suffering of the society. Personal struggles are the global issues. So Mr. Xuemo's work fall into two categories: culture and literature. Mr. Xuemo's literature was such as The Sons of the Blood Beans and Dead of Night. Goodbye, my friend. Yeah. Okay. Have a nice day. How are you? I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Okay, Jensen, I'm great. How about you? Okay. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay. So you know that the book, The Sons of the Blood Beans in the Dead of Night, laid bare the evil of human nature in extreme circumstances. In the books of the Sons of the Blood Beans in the Dead of Night, okay, you can find the books right here. The Curse of the Xixia Kingdom. Where are the books? Yeah, right here. The Curses of Xixia Kingdom. That is a Chinese book, and also a English book right here. Yeah, this book. The Curses of Xixia Kingdom. This book is about the sons of the blood beings at dead of night. Okay, a girl, her name is called Snow Feather Xixia. Okay, when the girl visit her uncle and her auntie during the midnight, okay, the girl was listening her auntie and her uncle are eating something, just like some cookies, just like some block beans. Same here. Okay, got it, got it. So, just her uncle and her auntie just eat some just like the block beans and then some cookies just like that during the midnight, and then and then the noise wake up Xueya. Xueya asked her auntie and her uncle, "What are you eating, my uncle and my auntie?" And then they're, they're smiling. And their smiling sounds weird, and they said that we are eating their block beans. So during the years of 1960s, you know a lot of people are starving, a lot of people are hungry to die because lack of food. Okay, a lot of people just drink the water during 1960s because uh, the great progress, and then a lot of people have nothing to eat, and a lot of people pass away. So can you imagine that in such a period, in such a tough period, Snow Feather's uncle and auntie are eating the block beans in the midnight. Can you imagine that? So what are they actually eating? Do you know? They're actually eating the human's finger. They're eating the human's finger, and it sounds like the blood beans in the dead of the night. Yeah. So this novel laid bare the evil of human nature in extreme costumes. On the other hand, Mr. Xuemo's cultural war aimed to illuminate the human nature like the sun. For example, this book, yeah. For example, this book, the war is a reflection of the mind. So these two sides are like two wings of author Xuemo. So you can do without either one. You can do without either one. So let's continue to talk about this book. The world is a reflection of the mind. It's rooting in traditional Eastern wisdom and tailored to the mental dilemmas of modern people, such as anxiety and confusions. So, and this book, why do I say this book is a life-saving book? It's just because this book saved a lot of people's life. Okay, one example is my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is hus, my wife's brother. Yeah. So about 5 years ago. Okay. So my wife's brother just lost lost what's that? She almost broke in her business. He lost a lot of money during the business. She was almost totally broken. Yeah. And then and then he told me that last year I have a conversation with him, and he told me that okay, he when he's standing in the balcony of the building, there is one calling in his mind: jump off the building. The life is so suffering. Yeah. And then my wife sent the book to his brother, to her brother. My wife can send this book. The world is a reflection of the mind to his brother. And then after you read this book, okay, uh, okay, she alive again, alive again. She said that, and he told me that he never do the things just like that, jump over of the building anymore. Okay, and he didn't have this kind of meaning. He didn't have this kind of thinking anymore. Okay, when he faced the obstacles in his life. Okay, so that's this book. The world is a reflection of mine, a life-saving book for my brother-in-law, and also this book is also saved the Spanish translator Liliana's life. Yeah, in the years of 2020, about 6 years ago. So do you know what happened during the 2020s? Yeah, a lot of people just passed away because of the disaster flow all over the world. And Lydia's mother is one of them, and her mother is one of them. And then when Lydia's mother just passed away because of the disaster, and she cannot walk outside of his house, of her house, and also she got a serious worries about anything around her. Yeah, she got a serious illness of worry. Okay, and nervous. So, and then at that part periods of Liliana's life, Liliana read the book was written by Chinese author Xuemo. Okay, Louis. Uh, no, no, no. Yeah, you know that that is the duty for all the Chinese citizens. That's the duties for Chinese citizen. But sometimes, okay, just because my eyes, so I'm wearing the glasses, that's impossible for me to join the army. Yeah, to join the army. Yeah. So I didn't need to uh, to do the military's duty. Yeah, service. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, the world is the reflection of my Indiana. And in the years of 2020, when Liliana's mother just passed away, and she got a mental crisis, and, and then she read this book, The World is a Reflection of Mine, and then she found that her life are becoming better. So Liliana, she emailed to our author Xuemo, and then she said that she want to translate this book into Spanish. She want to translate no force, no force, yeah, no force. Okay, you know that now in China, in China, if you want to join the army, so you have the select one, okay? So a lot of people will go to join the army. They take the phone, and then they will select the people, okay, for qualifying for the army. Yeah. So if you qualify for the army, so you can join the army. Yeah. So that's the difference. That's the difference. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the story of Liliana. Okay, Liliana, when she emailed our author Xuemo and got the permission that she got the rights to translate this book into Spanish. So do we know there's something magic happens? Okay, there's something amazing happens in her life. So after Liliana finished her translation, her illness was cured by the translation. Anything goes well during the translations. So that's the power of this book. Ah, yeah. Okay, I got that. So can you hear me? Okay, that's your Wi-Fi problems, your Wi-Fi issues. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, okay. Let's see. I have a phone right here. I will monitor that. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, Jensen, that's your problem. Okay, so I have a phone right here to got the monitor, and the sound is okay. So let's continue to talk about Liliana, okay? So that's why Liliana said this book is a license book. And when Liliana was invited to take the lectures, she was so exciting. She was so exciting to, to share this book to the audience. She said this book is an essential reading in our life, and this book can save our life. The book is the word is the reflection of the mind. This book, okay, let's talk about the main idea about this book. How this book can save our people's life. The world we perceive is shaped by our mind. The first core idea about this book. The book puts forward the core proposition that the troubles and pain people feel in life are not inherent. Okay, it's my side problems. Okay, okay. So let's continue about this book, okay? The book puts forward a core proposition that the trouble and pain people feel in life are not inherent in the world itself, but mostly created by their own minds. Those negative emotions like anxiety, annoyance, and confusions often stem from people's obsessions, prejudice, and excessive desires, rather than objective difficulties. Just as a reflection difficulty, just rather than object difficulties as a reflection change with the object and the state of the water. So our perception and attitude toward the world are completely dominated by the state of our own mind. Yeah. Mm, so when our mind is filled with greed, anger, suspicions, and the world we see will be full of conflict and darkness. When our mind is calm, open, okay, see you. Okay, see you, Jensen. Nice to meet you. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Yeah. So when the mind is calm, open, and peaceful, we can also find the peace and warmth in the same life. Okay. And the second part about the core idea about this book, impermanence is the true picture of our life, and obsession leads to suffering. Mr. Xuemo emphasizes that the impermanence is an unavoidable truth of the world. Nothing in life, whether wealth, fame, and relationship struggles, and even our physical state cannot last forever. Okay, even though the wealth, fame, relationship, and even our physical state cannot last forever. Many people fall into extreme pain because they accept this the pursuit of permanence. Yeah, they cling to what they have and fear losing it, and are eager to get what they don't have. Yeah, this kind of stumble obsession made the mind trapped in endless worries. And this book points out that recognizing the impermanence of all things is not a kind of pessimism, yeah, but the first step to get rid of pain. And this book, it will help reader understand that life is like a dream, and only by letting go of unrealistic fantasies can we avoid being encouraged by the change of the world. So, and the third part about the book, training the mind is the key to changing our fate and achieving freedom. Yeah, the book argued that the essence of personal growth lies in the cultivation of the mind. Yeah, and the goal of everyone's spiritual practice should be their own heart, should be their own mind. He points out that negative mentalities, such as discerning mind, such as discerning mind, okay, suspicions, angers, and arrogance are the biggest obstacle to people to pursue freedom and happiness. Okay, and this book point out that the negative mentalities such as discerning mind, suspicions, anger, and arrogance are the biggest obstacle to people to pursue of freedom and happiness. For example, the habit of comparing with others often brings jealousy and inferiority. Unconscionable angers will damage both interpersonal relationship and one's own physical and mental health. To this end, this book provides practical methods closely linked to our daily life and guiding us to stay away in the trivial matters. Okay, and listen to our inner voices and maintain a sense of awareness without distracting thoughts. Through such continuous training, our mind can be gradually purified. Yeah. Okay, Yammer, the some problems is back. Really? Okay, I have to see. Okay. Hi, Yammer. Nice to meet you, Yammer. Let's see. I have to find out what's the problem. What is the problem right here? yeah, the sound problems again. So I restart the so I restart the live stream. Okay, I will try to restart the live stream. Okay, Yama, yeah, I got that. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I have to restart the live stream. Okay, just wait a minute. Okay.